G'day guys, welcome back to MG Rebuild, and hello once again to all my new subscribers. Like I said last time, today I'm going to start building the spray booth. Now, I actually have got some inspiration from another YouTuber called Jeff Micklem, I think his surname is. He's got a channel called Home Built by Jeff. He does some absolutely fantastic work with his cars. He does a lot more than what I do. He does a lot of welding and fabrication. I'm still learning, I don't do that yet. Hopefully later on. Anyway, he's used what he calls a gazebo. We call here a, temporary carport sort of thing. Very, very similar. So what we'll do today is put up the framework and then make some further framework for the actual fans, the extraction fans. Okay, keep watching. Anyway, this is where I'm going to set up the spray booth. Quite a few years ago, hello, that's my cameraman over there. A few years ago, I actually used to have quite a large bird aviary here. Now, as you can see, the aviary's gone, so are the birds. My youngest son plays basketball, so this is his basketball court that I've commandeered now. So I thought this would be the ideal place to actually put the spray booth up. It's 6 metres by 3 metres, or what's that, 18 foot by 9 foot. And the good thing is the actual concrete slab is, I think it's about 9 metres by 4 metres, so there's plenty of room to fit. Okay, let's go start putting this all together.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you from a distance.
Okay, as you can see, it's later in the day now. I had to go down to Super Cheap, where I actually got the carport from. One of the actual tubes was split along its length, and the other one was actually missing. So no questions asked, they just replaced it for me, so that's good service. So let's move on to it and get it all done.
Forever free, you and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
This is the time where you normally actually put the roof on. I'm not putting the roof on at the moment, basically because I'm not ready for it. We've got a few windy days coming up, so I don't want it for it to get wrecked before I get to use it. So what we'll do, we'll put the legs under it, so get its full height. Yes, we will have to take them off later on to be able to put the roof on, but if we put the legs under it, I can then work out the framework I'm going to need to be able to actually build the extraction fans and so forth for it. So we'll do that now and see how we go. Okay, you notice that two corners, these two poles here and those other opposite poles down there, don't have your feet attached to them at the moment. The reason for that is so I can actually slide the framework up onto it. Let's take part of this off. So I'll be putting some poles there, they'll come straight down. There'll be a pole across the bottom there. There'll be another couple of poles there, and then I'll put in some plywood there and then mount the fan to that. So we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll sign off for now and see you in the morning. Okay, so the framework's now up. It's a different day. Ran out of time the other day. Now this is part one of the actual build. Part two will be to build the filtration system, which is this part here. So I've already done that simply because I had to do that before I put the roof and the walls up. But anyway, what I've got to do now is lower it down again, put the roof on, lift it back up, and then put the walls on. Okay, one thing I didn't count on when I was designing this, I didn't realise the actual carport had these big vents in here. What I'm going to have to do is seal those up. I know that sounds a bit crazy because I want to have the fumes escape, but I also don't want it to be sucking in air and dust from those either, so I'll have to tape those up. Okay, now as you can see, I've sealed up the roof panels inside and out, so hopefully that tape will hold and give it a fairly good seal. It's not vital that it does, but we'll see how it goes. I've also put on the straps to hold the roof down onto the framework, and in each corner there, each leg, there's a little hook that locks it into the leg as well. So that was the easy part. Now for the fun part, you guys to get to watch me struggle putting this up by myself. Okay, even though I'm puffing like a steam train, that actually went up a little bit easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a struggle. May have needed to use two people, but went up okay. Now, I had to make a slight adjustment to the filtration system. I actually had to shorten the hangers, so to speak, because where the hooks go on, these little end keepers were covering the actual hole for the canopy hooks. So I had to do that on both ends. And I thought while I was there, I might as well just glue up some other pieces of the actual pipe. Not all pipe work is actually glued. Oops, sorry, wasn't watching the camera. Not all pieces of the actual pipe work are glued down. And that one here does not look straight at all. But it's only for a filter. It's not going to matter. Not the end of the world. Oh well, won't matter. So the next thing is to put the walls up. Now I haven't actually opened up the box, so I'm not sure exactly what's involved. I may need to wait until I've got someone else around, either my cameraman or my wife, to come and give me a hand. So anyway, let's see how we go. Okay, that's basically the structure all done now. You can see that there's gaps, quite a few gaps actually. I'll just turn the camera around. So there's gaps all down the corners there, and obviously the big gap on the bottom there as well. Now, I have a plan for that. The plan is I'm going to put a floor in. Now the floor is going to be just a plastic sheet, and then I'll be taping it up on the outside of the actual wall, so that will actually seal off the bottom. The corners are a little bit harder. I'm just going to use my Gorilla tape and tape all those together and try and seal them off somehow. It should work, hopefully it will, and then we'll be right. Now you might be wondering how I'm going to get out of here. Well, this end piece, as you can see, it's got a zipper. So the whole front of it unzips, rolls up, and then we've got access in and out. Now, it's not in its final position. The actual carport will be moving back down the slab a little bit, so it gives me better access to get things in and out. And that back wall's move around a hell of a lot. These carports are designed to be put on grass or something, I think, because you can then put pegs into the actual feet. See your holes in the feet there. Because I'm on concrete, I know it's not a great slab, but I don't really want to drill holes in the concrete, so it's just a nightmare doing that. So not 100% sure. Might put some bricks or something in the corners there just to steady it a bit. And then of course I've got to also tie it all down as well. Put guy ropes onto each of the legs. Now, the funny thing is, sorry, I just can't come back. I actually had to undo the hooks here to get these walls in. Hooks that hook onto the actual legs. Design flaw, maybe. Did I put it around the wrong way? I don't think I did. It is as it says, as per the picture. There's no instructions, but as per the picture. So I'm hoping that I've done it right. But other than that, all I've got to do then is cut out in behind the actual filter, seal that off, and then obviously put the fans in, and we'll be done. So I guess I should start sealing up those corners. Okay, following on from last night, as you can see there now, I've actually got the ground plastic taped up to the sides to give it a bit of a seal. I've also got fan unit in and operating. Oh, hang on, someone's turned the power off.